Hi, this is Leslie Farouk with another look at a different feedback and response tool called Padlet. If you do a search for Padlet in Google, you'll find it's the first hit and you can make a free account there. Having already done so, when I go back to my Padlet dashboard, I can see recent activity that's been entered on the Padlets that I own, and I can see any Padlets that I have created as a list in the same location. Now I decided to make this video today because I right now need to make a new Padlet, so I'm going to do that while I record the video. And the Padlet that I'm trying to make is one that I want my students to use as a reflection and formative feedback and response tool as closure to every day's lesson. So I'm going to make sure it's clear what I want them to call, what it is and what I want them to do by using this gear. I'm going to call it DNA and proteins. And I remember that one of my other Padlets that I've made previously has the instructions, so rather than reinventing them, I'm going to go back to my home page. I'm going to visit my human genetics Padlet, and I'm going to go to the gear on it to copy my same 3 questions that have been working quite well for myself and the students. So I look for my newest one, DNA and proteins. It's at the top of the feed. I go back to the gear and I paste those. What did you learn during this lesson? How do you know if you have learned it well? Evidence. And what do you wonder now? Those are my standard closure questions these days because more and more evidence suggests that reflecting on our learning is useful in terms of knowing more deeply and more concretely the information we are seeing. You can add a picture to the actual question. I tend to leave it blank, but you can obviously do that. The other thing I like to add is wallpaper. I'm going to add my own this time. It's one that I just finished downloading from the Wikimedia Commons location. So now I just have to figure out where it went in this, there it is, DNA, bing, open. And that means that the visual that the students are seeing while that they are finishing up their Padlet entry is something that relates to the content. Looks good, okay. Ooh, that's interesting. And there I have my Padlet. And so just to show you what it looks like when students make use of these Padlets, I'm going to revisit my list of Padlets on my home page, and we can quickly take a look at the biogeochemical cycling Padlet. I embedded my own photo that I took of a local water body, and you can see that the students, what I've asked them to do so they don't have to create an account in Padlet, is their heading is just their name or a way for me to identify them. And you can see that their answers range. Some of them have finished, some of them have not, but a lot of them are taking it very seriously. And because I am doing topic instruction for a week based on the next generation science standards, I have them provide feedback to the same one all week long. Sometimes I vary the questions, but ultimately I'm trying to make it about what did they learn and what's their own evidence for having done so. So they're doing a bit of metacognition. So that's Padlet, another tool that I've embraced and I enjoy. Lots of other features here, including how to share it and export it. I will make that the topic of another recording. Thank you.